Okay, hello, welcome back to my podcast. And this podcast number 1, I will share with you how to practice English, how to practice speaking English. So, I'm going to start. So, you want to learn English, you have to start from the beginning, right? Sometimes become fluent in the languages can seem like very distant realities, but the truth is that with a bit of efforts and consistent practice, it's possible to understand and speak English in a reasonable period of time. And I decided to learn English when I was a teenager, and now I use it all the times. Just remember, practice is key. So is what helped me to become fluent in English. Take a look at my tips below and see how fast your English skill can improve. So, number 1, watch as many TV shows and movies as you can. Why I have to do this? Because I have always been a big fan of podcasts or YouTube channels in the TV, watching them without subtitles. And the first time I watching this with some subtitle in English and having developed my listening skills and speaking skill, I started recognizing the words a lot more and learn how to pronounce them better and discover new ways to use vocabulary in different situations. If you start doing this, you won't understand all the dialogues right away. That's normal. The important thing that is not to give up, and as you will get used to the languages over time. You have to repetitions and doing every single day, and then finally 1 year later you can see back and you can become an extremely leader people who can listen English clearly without subtitles, and you can be very confident with yourself. Start with something light and easy. I can emphasize you have to listen something first, easy, like comedies, and later move on more complicated storyline. Watching a series or a movie with English subtitles is so good ideas, as you can learn how to spell the words and you won't meet too many times, many lines. Pick out the keywords in English, podcasts, and music. I get used to listening podcasts in Spotify. Subscribe a lot of people and famous in the world about how to develop my skill, how to improve my English, or on the podcast about IELTS tests or a TOEIC test or something, just like everything they talk in English. How often do you listen to music in English in the Spotify? Probably a lot more often than you realize. An exercise I found is very helpful for developing my listening and vocabularies in English were grabbing papers and pens and writing down all the words I could understand while listening to music on my favorite English podcasts. I write down everything that I like. I very appreciate about that, and I reputation this word to share a lot of people just like this. And the more I heard familiar words, the more I was able to understand the sentences. You will see that sometimes you will only get it on the third try, but this exercise is a handy trick for getting your brain used to the new idioms and common English phrases. Number 3, read book, blogs, and articles in English in the internet or the paper book. And paper book, I always enjoy readings about traveling and about personal development and how to improve in everything because I'm a geek. So I start reading in English. Get into the habit of reading books and articles in English. Read one day in a magazine, newspaper, or in a blog. Now we have Instagram, TikToks, on Facebook. We have a lot of information about that, information in English. So try to read at least a book a month, as this will help you get in touch with the languages on a daily basis. You will improving your reading and writing skill and increasing vocabulary very, very fast. Number 4, have plenty of conversations with foreigners. I think with my environment, I have no condition to speaking English with the foreigner, so I can download a lot of app, so we can call with the foreigners, or we can go out in Hanoi or some places we have foreign peoples. We practice English with them even before starting a board. I'm not starting a board. I reach out to the foreigner with my hometown in Hanoi, start speaking English with them. That was the first time I realized, because actually speaking English, it's amazing how far you can get when starting a bit every day. Reach out to foreigners, homes, or some places, or can be in the internet. This is as close as it gets to the real world, and it's the ultimate test of how fast you are improving. Of course, starting a board is the best way to immerse totally in English languages, but not everyone have the condition to doing that. So spend may feel money improving your English in English-speaking countries, or tour guides in your country. We have a lot of foreigners in our country, so you will have to practice every single day. If native English speakers or even a foreigner understand you and vice versa, this means that you can make it. Welcome to the English-speaking world, full of new and exciting experiences. Not there yet. Well, start practicing today. You practice every single day, and you finally in one day you can see the back. You can improving that. You can imagine how good you are. So, in the end, thank you for listening my first podcast. This content and podcast I use in Grammarly.com. It's a blog, practice your English in Grammarly, and thanks Grammarly give me this content. And so this is in the end of my podcast, and welcome. See you later in another podcast. In the first podcast, I really it's not good, but I can improve it. You can see it's my 30s or 100th podcast. I can improving a lot. So see you next time, and goodbye.